The following General's report is very, very visual in nature. Please check out the video version at youtube.com if you're not there now.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the General's Report, video edition. I don't think I've done a video edition of the General's Report yet. But anyway, it's time for a long-awaited studio/office tour. We're going to begin right over here at the door. And got some stuff hanging there, nothing too crazy. And we're going to move clockwise, I'd say. Got stuff plugged in. This is my PC tower. It's a Dell. I got it from my brother. It's pretty great. It has a good video card in it. Can't tell you what it is, all the specs and everything else right now, but I do have lots of storage in there, and it's a good help. On top, I got a Focusrite 2i2. I don't use it very often, but may be selling it. Not really sure. If you're interested, let me know. On this wall, I've got some craziness going on. This is a Kvm Switch, and it connects back and forth between my MacBook, which I'll get to in a minute, and my PC. Basically allows for moving one button press switch between the mouse, the keyboard, the microphone, and the webcam. This is not plugged into anything. At first, I was going to have some HDMI switching going on, and it's just kind of sat there. I have this Moken USB-C hub running into my MacBook. My MacBook is sitting on top of a fan. This actually lifts up. It's got some lights inside. And, yep, let's move that out of the way. It's got some lights in it, and it's a nice fan that keeps everything nice and cool. I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive connected to my MacBook via USB-C, and then the hub right here with a few other things connected to it. I have my hotspot internet, which is our main internet. It's kind of hard to get internet where we're at, and so this is a must, but we don't pay full price or anything. We go through Calyx Institute, which you can guys can check that out if you want. This is a dock, which I'm going to remove and put away here in a little bit. Just a mini USB dock for sound recorder, that sort of thing. It's a thing, and it needs to go away. This is an HTC Re. This was the camera I was going to be doing this video on, but decided against it. I figured I could use this whole flip cam, which this flip cam app does have, as you can see, a bit of a transition between cameras, but whatever. Moving back to here, I have 2 monitors, one here and one here, and basically what I have running between them is something called Barrier. My MacBook is over on this screen, and my Windows PC is over on this screen. And I can, as you can see, I can transition between them very smoothly with no problem whatsoever. I have my webcam, a C920, Logitech C920 on a little desktop mic stand here. And that's that. I have my giant yellow mug, very important. Has a big chip right there, but I love it. Over here we have some miscellanea in general. So this is kind of my desk. Up behind all of this mess, I made this little Narnia piece of art right here with the rampant lion. And then we move over here. We got something similar with the White Tree of Gondor. We have our office calendar from the office. I have some more office stuff I'll show you later. A couple throwing knives sitting right there. I got this awesome rainbow sword my wife got me for Christmas. Bears Beats Battlestar Galactica with a Cannon Press little thing there. That was a t-shirt that didn't fit any of us anymore that Casey got for me. There's a picture of Casey from high school. Check that out. Anyway, that's that wall. We'll move back. I've got this desk here. I'm going to be upgrading it. It is a standing only desk right now with these pieces of wood. It's a bit wobbly, but it does the job. We got this top for free out of an apartment that I was working inside of that people didn't need it anymore. And we took it and just added some legs to it. Like I said, it's kind of wobbly. We're going to work on that. this is all cable and miscellaneous storage. I've made these nice little labels for them in my favorite Blackmore font with some rainbow. As you can see, I'll show you this on my desktops. They both have the same desktop background. I was gonna show that at the beginning of the video, but we got the nice, crazy, ridiculous colors. You know me and my colors. So, got a couple cool random things over here. Some bracers, a binder I'm working on a project on, some headphones, you know, basic stuff. There's a printer here. Cool thing about this printer, I actually found it for like 30 bucks at Goodwill. Had no clue if it worked. I did know it turned on, but I had no clue if it printed. It didn't. But I was able to cut into the bottom of it, glue one of these gears back together, and it worked. So it's working fantastic now. And so, also a little headphone guy right here, and my ATR 2100 mic, where all the magic happens. So that's the basics of my desk. We'll continue on. Got a nice little blackout curtain there covering a window. Here's my instrument wall. We've got melodica, a couple drums. I think there's a drum behind this drum. We have some whistles, as you can see, of various sizes. This is actually called a ziphoon. It is a saxophone, pocket saxophone. I'm not very good at playing it. This is my, what do they call it? Washburn Rover guitar. It's a small backpacking guitar. I have a little strap on with some colors once again. And this little guy has been with Casey for a very long time, a Warlock, and it is pretty cool, pretty great. I need to fix the bridge at some point. This is not a proper bridge, and it's kind of janky. So, got pan flute, tomahawk, Bell is standing on top of my steampunk hat, Prickles is standing on top of my other hat. Got a couple harmonicas right there, and these, looks like it fell down, but my Warble electronic bagpipe tin whistle thing, let me show you that, there. My iPad and my little fake Apple Pencil thing that still works. My Casio keyboard. I got a few things connected here for when I want to plug in my iPad over here as a music creation spot on top of this. This thing is a dresser that is mostly storage at the moment for various things. Got a couple crates right there. They're books and records. Still working on getting through those. That's my balance board. Yes, it actually works and holds my weight, even though it's a little kid thing. I stand on that sometimes when my hips aren't feeling so good from standing all the time, and it tends to help. I have a little ottoman with some more storage inside, mostly just linens and things. And a little office chair for when I just want to sit down and hang out. This in here is a green screen. I've had some use for that, but not a ton. I think it's actually the church's, but I borrow it and take it back and whatever else. Coming over to this, we got this crazy closet. Yep, crazy, ridiculous. Got a couple PC cases here. Laptop. I'm supposed to be sending this PC back off to the Wilsons. This is my to-go backpack. I pack this up when it's time to roll. I won't go into everything in the closet. The closet's storage. It's crazy. All kinds of random stuff. In here, over here though, we have some art for the Song of Albion series by Stephen Lawhead. Got a green Aurochs. And then a couple special Chipper Jones cards that I really love. Hazel and Casey made this. Mario, my one surviving baseball trophy from when I played baseball. Baby Yoda speaker. Golf ball, because we're in Augusta. Casey made this for me. I thought it was pretty nice. She made that a long time ago. And then Janner from the Wingfeather Saga. Moving over here, this is my office wall, where I have mostly office stuff. We have a Dundee. We have Dwight. He's going to be getting a chair soon. I'll talk about that in a minute. We have our light switch, threat level midnight poster. We have Creed Bratton and Mose Shroot pop figures. And that is a Sea Dragon from the Wingfeather Saga. So this here is my Workbench. I do a lot of capturing here, hence the little TV. It has a small mini computer set up with this Note 8 phone, Galaxy Note 8. It can run a desktop environment. It's pretty cool. I have another Note 8 right here that has a crack in the screen. These are great as little mini computers for all kinds of various purposes. All those DVDs and things are things I'm working on capturing. All of this is Adventures in Odyssey and other random tapes that I'm working on converting to digital for some family. I got a couple cases sitting over here for other various projects. But yeah, this is kind of the tour, so you can see kind of the scope of this office. Now we're going to get into something a little bit more interesting in some ways. Let me get into some better light. So, this office is great. There's a lot of stuff that I can do with it, and it's very functional for where I'm at now. But it's not a great place to film. As you can see, the light is not great. I do have some lighting situations that have gotten better, I've worked on, but there's a few things that I'm working on bringing together, and I want to create more of an environment. You see all these holes in the walls and things, you know, I want to work on some of these things, you know, taking care of some of these things so that I can have an office that I can make a video in and be proud of. So that is where we come to Project Not So Great Reset. Of course, the Great Reset, everyone talks about conspiracy theory sort of thing, but it's not a conspiracy, but you know what I mean. Everyone, all the liberals trying to be super smart and clever and take over the world. Well, Not So Great Reset is me resetting this office. And I have a lot of different thoughts and ideas, and I wanted to run through some of them with you. I'm going to run through my whole list of stuff I'm working on buying, and I'm going to set up something to where if people want to buy things for us, they can, and have them shipped to us. I'm not sure what yet. We'll figure it out. And if people just want to follow along with me making this stuff, making these office updates, by all means, do it for free. It's fun, you know? So these are going to be some fun things that we're going to put together. So let me turn this back around. And I'm going to bring up my buy list. I have a few things already that's in green. We got our pop filter and our USB-C 3 hub, or USB 3 hub. We have and I also made these art pieces. That was something that I listed. It wasn't to buy necessarily, but I'm going to start from the top at the most expensive and work my way down. This is the Weboost Home Studio Lite. Basically what that is going to be is to give me a little bit more power with this guy. We're going to have to mount it on the outside of this wall over here and point it in the direction of a cell tower, and essentially it's going to run through the wall into here as a cell signal booster, which will in turn boost my ability with my hotspot. I will have then, Lord willing, the ability to live stream and that sort of a thing, and be able to have just better internet for all of the work that I have. That's the most expensive thing that I have on the list at $200. Then we have the next most, I'm working my way down, a hand crank Vivo mount. Let me do the there we go. So these are legs for a desk. I plan on replacing the legs on this desk, and it will have a manual crank that will allow me to use it as a sit-stand desk. So that's the plan for that one. Beyond that, we're going to get a fake wood stove. These are fairly small. That is going to be a centerpiece for my streaming. Now, what I'm planning on doing, kind of big picture, moving some things around, I'm going to take this desk set up over here. I'm going to get stands for these monitors. You'll see I'm going to talk about that in a little bit, but I'm going to move all of that over here along this wall where this window is, and I'm going to be able to have those legs on casters and be able to move my desk around the office as need be. It'll have an extension cord and all that kind of stuff. And so back here is going to be where this dresser is. The wood stove will sit on the center of the dresser and kind of be a centerpiece for when I am streaming, standing essentially like this, and the the dresser will be behind me, and I can, have that as kind of a backdrop. So that's what that is for. I love the idea of having a fire behind me. It's storytelling, to its core. And that's, of course, the main part of what I do is storytelling. On this wall, over here where we have this blackout curtain, I plan on moving some of these things that are real close and creating a very large backdrop with this. Well, it's not loading, so let me pull it up. This curtain set with these rainbow dragons on either side. And that's kind of the idea that I have for kind of a sitting, let me see here. Give you an idea. Right about here, have a sitting set where I can either put the desk in front of me or have some people sitting around in chairs and we can have a talk show, that sort of a thing. Or I can just have sitting videos like this and be able to talk to you guys that way and have that as a set option for this office. Let's keep going. Keep looking at some of the other things on this list. Parrot 2 Teleprompter. This is a teleprompter that works with, cell phones. So we can put the camera behind it and have a cell phone up in front of it like that, on like where my hand would be, and it would work as a teleprompter for me to read off of a phone screen. American DJ Vertigo or Knockoff. This was a light that we used when I was a DJ. It's a party light, and it's a little more expensive than some of the really cheap ones on Amazon, but not much. I kind of want it for nostalgia's sake, but also because there's this thing that you can do when you're streaming where if someone gives you a tip or something like that, you can have it automatically turn on a light or something like that in your set. And it's like a celebration sort of thing, like play a party song and celebrate good times, come on. Something like that. I don't know. But it's just something really fun that I wanted to do. Sort of, it's colorful, it's rainbow, it's a rainbow light, it's nostalgic, that kind of thing. So next is a Yeelight 4-pack. What these guys are smart lights, and smart bulbs, I should say. And I want to put 2 of them in... gooseneck lamps. I have one gooseneck lamp here, and I'm looking at getting another one. Yep, there it is. It's in the closet. And essentially point these at my backdrop to get a little, at the backdrop with the wood stove, to get a little bit of, changeable atmosphere behind me. Next is wood grain tape. This is for, I'm gonna try to, make the baseboards and some of the other, these white pieces, I'm going to try to make them look a little bit more wood grainy, and create some lines on the walls to make it kind of look more like a tavern. That's kind of the plan there. I might use some actual paint. Not really sure yet, but that's what's on the list right now. 2 more ATR 2100 mics. I have 2 currently. That's these guys. They are awesome. They have USB and XLR input or outputs and a headphone jack on each of them. They can work as their own little interface device. I'm a big fan of them. Then we have, let's see here, a long power strip. I want to get one that goes along the back of my desk. The long power strip would be very long. It would have 12 ports. You can see kind of the ones you would see at like a gym. I'm going to get a curtain rod. That's for the backdrop guy over here. A proper curtain rod, not this janky one I got going on now. Something with a little ornateness to it. Then a green dragon tankard. I found some people on Etsy. In fact, there are lots of people on Etsy who make green dragon, Lord of the Rings, tavern mugs. And I want to replace this guy, as much as I love him, with something a little bit more in theme. Following that, an ornate doorknob / handle for my door, because we've got just this kind of guy right now. Then we have two 32-inch monitor clamp mount swivel arms. These are for the monitors to be connected to the desk. Then I'm going to get 5 more webcams to put in various places to create more of a studio setting. Also, I can have one turned, right here, I can have another one mounted, turned sideways, so that I can easily make TikToks from my desk, that sort of thing. The mushroom forest curtain I want to use here for a skirt around my main desk table. It's not super easy to see, but you kind of get the idea. Sort of a rainbow, purpley, mushroomy forest kind of a thing. Mounting hardware for MacBook and fan under desk. This is just mounting hardware for a PC of some sort, or a computer underneath the desk. So you just put these screws up in here, and it holds the Mac. It will hold the MacBook and this fan thingy up under there, so that it'll be off of my desk and out of that space. A 4-pack of smart plugs. What these do is you can plug any sort of thing, like my gooseneck lamps, into them and control them through a tablet or PC or streaming software or whatever. Fake stone wallpaper. This is very hyper-realistic stone wallpaper. I don't want to put it up everywhere, but I want to put it along the bottom, probably about there, and have stone all the way around on the bottom. And then I am thinking that this back wall, where the dresser is going to be moved, will be all stone. And it will be part of the main backdrop with the wood stove and everything else. It'll be real nice. So, let's go through some more mic stand boom arms. I'm going to use these for everything. Camera mount, light mount, microphone mount, whatever you need. Boom. We got stands. M10 casters. Those are the caster wheels for the desk. 25-foot USB extension. This is for being able to have a webcam on a stand that I can move around anywhere in the office. Basically have, I can film anywhere. I can move it. I can even walk around with it if I need to. And it would be just really simple to be able to just turn on my computer to record and be able to move it around anywhere. So that is what that is for. Middle Earth curtain. This is a map curtain that I plan on putting across this closet area to close that off and hide that away. Another gooseneck lamp. I talked about that. Hot shoe T-bars. Those are just T-bars that go on these mounts for putting all kinds of things on them. As you could see there. 4 ball heads for cameras. I may get more than that, but these ball heads are awesome. They help get just the right angle, especially when you're on a boom arm. Pop filter I already got, and we're going to open up in just a few minutes. And let's see, what was the other thing here? USB 3 hub. I got that as well. I'm going to get a mini office chair for Dwight. Dwight's over here. He's just kind of sitting on these brackets, and I want a better sitting situation for him. So we're going to get him a little doll office chair. 4 packs of mic thread. That's these guys up here. This little silver thing. It just allows me to connect tripod stuff to a mic. 6 phone tripod mounts. Those are just little holders for cell phones that can go on tripods. And there was one more thing that wasn't mentioned on there. I plan on taking, and this is something I can do myself, I just haven't done it yet, this giant Sharpie here, and creating a map on my desk of Harmodonia, my fantasy world. So those are basically all my plans. I'm running out of battery, but I'm going to try to wrap this up. Basically, these are all the crazy and awesome and amazing plans that I have for this room. And I really think that they're going to allow me to do video a whole lot more often for the things that I want. It'll allow me to stream. It'll allow my whole creation space to work well. One of the main things that is an advantage is with Touch Portal, which is a piece of software I own, I can use my iPad to control everything. The lights, the streaming software, the recording, the audio levels, all that kind of stuff from one spot in the studio. And that's going to be an amazing process going through that workflow too. So with all that being said, I thought I'd go ahead and open these guys up. I only have one set of hands and I don't have my cell phone mounts yet, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to put you guys down and face me for a second. That's a little better for now. Anyway, so we'll open this guy first. I believe this is the pop filter. Whoa, it went behind you guys. So this is a pop filter for my microphone. So I'm just going to pull this out, check it out, put it on my mic stand here. So here it is. Has a little screw mount there. Got this for like $10, I think, on eBay or Amazon. I can't remember. I think it was eBay. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my stand here. May take a second. But yeah, let's see. That's screwing in. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right? So as I'm unscrewing this, let me just say, I tried to keep this really cheap. You know, we don't have a whole lot of money right now, but I really want to, you know, further my business, further what I'm doing, try to create things that excite people, and that includes, you know, showing off my office, giving cool, inspiring ideas, and that's part of what the General Report is about, is inspiring people. So we can see that that's clamping onto there. Got an alarm going off. That's weird. And yeah, that will work. It's a little short for what I've got. Maybe I can move it up a little bit further, maybe onto this portion. So let me try that. And yeah, let's pull that off. Come on, loosen a little more. There we go. And let's put it right about here. And yeah, so this pop filter will take out some of the harsh P, T, B kind of sounds that I speak with, and I wanted to get one for a while. They're not, you know, expensive, but they're not like necessary either. They're kind of a nicer thing to have, but that's part of what I'm trying to do, is just make this whole situation a little bit nicer for me and for the people that I interview and speak with. That's nice and tight. And we'll move it up right. That needs to tighten a little bit. There's this screw right here, so I gotta get it just right there. And right like that. So now I have a pop filter. That's cool. Go ahead and move this stuff off to the side. Move that back up out of the way. And now our USB hub. This is a USB 3.0 hub. The point of which is to be slim and compact so that I can put it and pair it with, when I get my extra webcams, the ones that I'm going to move around the office, I can have this tied to the, or secured to the stand that they are on, and this end plugged into my long dongle. That way I can have two webcams on there, or more if I really want, going back into and feeding into my computer. So a very basic USB 3.0 hub, high speed, very nice. So if anyone wants to contribute, you can email me, joshuadavidling@gmail.com, if you want to contribute to this project. I may have some other links on my website in the Not So Great Reset page. Either way, thank you guys. This is a work in progress. I'm really excited to show it off to you as it comes and grows. I have steps that I'm taking to make these things happen without, you know, taking a lot of money from my family. And just little things piecemeal over time, like, you know, hubs and pop filters. So thank you all once more time for everything you've done for us. Your generosity has been insane over the years, and I am so looking forward to continuing this journey with you. May the Lord bless you and keep you, and the Lord make his face shine upon you, be gracious to you, and give you peace.